All right, welcome, guys. This is the official first episode of Reasonable Troublemaker. Reasonable Troublemakers.
Troublemaker.
Okay, with the baby talk to start it off. All right, guys, let me restart that. Hi, this is the first official episode of Reasonable Troublemakers. I'm Nathan,
I'm TT.
and this is our first. Well, like I said, we've recorded some episodes before this last year. We fooled around with it a bit. We've talked about doing a podcast for years. We never really got down to it, and then we figured, hey, 2024, let's really get this started.
Indeed.
Let's get it started for real, be official, have everything that we want to do. Let's have some fun. Let's have some tears. Do whatever we want to do. Cause some shit. Bring up some stories. Bring up things that turned us, molded us into the men we are today. Get other people's perspectives, stories, experiences that we've gone through, and just have some fun with it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So to start us off, what should we do? We just talked about age and how we molded ourselves. So funny enough, on my way here, before we started recording, I was at the store and I saw a bunch of teenagers. And I myself, I'm 32, are going to be 32. TT is already 32.
Yeah.
I don't find myself old.
No.
But when I'm around teenagers, it's crazy. They
start
make me feel
realizing.
so old.
Facts.
The way they talk, the things they talk about, which I'm sure we talked about that when we were that age, but it's just crazy to think because I don't feel like I'm that much older than like when we were in high school.
True.
But then when you hear kids talk, because literally that's what they are, kids. We've literally been out of high school. Now it's going to be going on 16 years.
16
That's
years.
crazy.
That's wild.
Bro, we graduated when we were
That's
16.
wild. Yeah. Oh my jeez.
So yeah, when you hear 16-year-olds talking and laughing and, oh, yo, that's sus.
Doing stupid shit.
Cap. My oldest son even, only 8, and he says cap and sus.
Yeah.
It's just like abused, which obviously we did that too. We just have our words.
And after one of my nieces was like, she asked me a question and I didn't answer her properly, and she's like, bombastic side eye. I was like, bro,
Bombastic side eye.
Like,
that can't be a real
I
thing.
swear, guy, if
That's actually something that the kids say.
yeah, bro.
Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic side eye. When she'll try to do the fake accent, the accent, and I'm like, yo, relax.
That's crazy.
Relax.
I never even heard that one.
No,
That's hilarious.
Like, I've watched a few. I've seen a few African videos on like Instagram and Twitter where the person's saying that. But you're just describing what the person's doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
eyes.
really, honestly.
But they do it and they say it. I was like, guys, relax, chill.
The funniest thing is back when we were in high school, if somebody gave us that eye, what would we do? We'll kiss our teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do kids kiss their teeth today?
Never.
Or if they do, they probably don't say they're kissing
do
their
they?
teeth, right?
Yo, okay. If they
for sure do, because everyone does that.
Actually, they do.
But I wonder what they call it.
Yeah. Like, what do we?
They probably say it exactly how they say it. They probably say some sus ass shit. That for them is just cool.
Bro, do you know what happened a couple days ago? So I'm hearing my niece like hum something, but I'm not really paying attention because I was reading this book. After she's like, Uncle Titi, you want to hear this? I was like, what? She's like, so this is a part of the lyrics of a song I know. And she's like, I don't cook, but I don't clean. And I was like, no. I said, stop. Yo, bro. Like the blood in my face just drained. I felt cold. I was like, where did you find this? And
for sure, it's easy to find.
Yeah, and no. You know what it is, bro? It's brain rot. Yo, bro. I like YouTube Shorts, but YouTube Shorts for kids, it's can't say
it's like crack cocaine.
It's dumb. It's so dumb. It's
because they're addicted to it.
Not only they're addicted to it, but like, have you ever taken the time to just watch the content? They're like, man tries to kill his son, wife has a heart attack, and it's like a prank that we watched like 8 years ago. But the way the AI is describing it, I'm like,
okay, because AI made videos. I've never seen AI. At least I don't think I've seen AI made videos.
It's wild. It's wild. It's
ugly.
Where
they watch Facebook Shorts, the AI made videos.
YouTube, but yeah, it's just. I'm like, what are you guys watching? And I look at it, I'm like, this is brain rot shiz. Like, you weren't even born.
World Star.
No, yeah, but I love World Star.
World Star's hilarious. Does it still exist?
Yeah. It still does. They still do. They still have it,
but it can't be. It's not as big as it used to be. Then.
Nah, it's not as raw. Like as
Really?
soon as the
Because
guy,
when we were in high school, it was wild.
it was wild. Oh shoot! Even
That's
like,
where freaking what's his name? Isn't that where what's his name began?
who?
Isn't that where Kimbo Slice began?
Oh
On
yeah.
World
The
Star?
bare knuckle.
The crazy fighting.
Bruh, nah, and that was crazy shit. But you know what the crazy thing is now? It's like Twitter is what World Star was. And World Star is slowly they're not becoming Twitter, but they're different now because you saw the shit I showed you on Twitter. Like it's just like
crazy. One was crazy
wild.
actually about I
it's
said when I was at the store.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that was there that was talking at first, she actually kind of seemed like she was closer to our age than she was to the people that she was working with because she was the manager. But she said,
God.
her boyfriend / ex, which I didn't understand what that meant, but cool.
Okay.
Continue, right? She said, my boyfriend / ex said that he thinks he's a girl or feels like a girl, but is not sure.
Stop.
So this is what they're talking about.
This is the
conversation. I was like, what is going? What do you mean?
This is not on the internet.
This was in live. This is this
No.
people at Jonkatu working, talking while they're in between, like during their shift, talking about my boyfriend said that he felt like a girl or feels like a girl. I don't remember the exact words, but something like that. And then she's like, but he's not actually my boyfriend. So I was like, why'd you say boyfriend / ex?
You're confusing me. Lady.
What is going on?
You're confusing me. Like what? First of all, why are you talking about this at work? Second of all, my boyfriend / ex, but we're not dating? What is it?
The craziest thing to me is in my head, as soon as she said that, I was just in shock. Everyone around her were just like, oh, yeah, really? Okay. Yeah.
No.
It's just normal.
No.
It's just an everyday conversation.
People, what are we doing? I know.
No, it's crazy.
For me, that's a lot. That's too much. It's just like...
Yeah, just keep that information to yourself. Also, if it's an ex, shut up. It's none of your business.
True.
Or none of their business. Leave a man be. Leave the he, she, or whoever he wants to be, leave him be. If he's an ex, why you spilling out his information,
bro?
When you're not together no more?
They do that
That's
all the
crazy.
time.
Yeah, because social media just. Oh, you want to know what happened to me?
All the time, or story time. Yeah. And after it's like, I went on a date with a guy, and the guy was really cool, and I wanted to talk to him more, so we went over to his place. And after I went to his bathroom, and I saw some lavender sprays, essential oils. So I left because I felt like he was too feminine. And after
where that actually happened.
Yes. And after she's like pointing at, like, she's talking about, she doesn't want to give his address, but she's talking about the area, the restaurant he went to, and that he lives in like 15 minutes away from that restaurant until like, so I'm like, lady, and she's recording herself and she's taking a picture of the outside. Like, if anyone was a stalker, could clearly find out. But the point is, if you don't like it, you don't like the date, just leave.
Yeah.
And don't.
That's what I mean. Why are you gonna put it on? Yeah, no.
You're not gonna be on fucking Ellen. You're not gonna be on Dr. Phil.
I wonder if that's why.
Like, shit,
that's
bro.
why people do it.
I swear to God, bro.
Because they think they're gonna go viral.
Do you remember that white boy? It was like going up on a Tuesday. That white boy was like doing some like girl dancing. I don't know.
How long ago was that?
Oh shit, bro. How old were we? It was like 20. Like we were in our early to mid 20s, or maybe our mid to late 20s. Maybe our mid, because I was still working at the airport, and that was 2016, 14.
Like 8 years ago?
That was 10 years ago, nigga. Oh, Jesus. We were, so I was 20, we were 22.
Jesus
10 years. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Nah, see, when you talk about it like that.
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Oh. So, yeah, I'm watching the video, and after the person's, where was I bringing this up?
To be honest, I don't even know. We went on the hardest tangent ever. The hardest
tangent. I don't even know where it was. But
I don't even know what we began with.
I don't know. I don't remember. But it's.
I was talking about when I went to the store.
Oh yeah, this store.
Our age and the difference between the kids nowadays.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so basically the white guy was doing the dancing, and after people found it really funny, so then he did like a viral video again, and after Ellen invited him to the Ellen show. A degenerate show, whatever you want to call it, and after we just talked about his life, but he wasn't really special. That's why he's not really relevant now. But the thing was, he gave him 15 minutes of fame, and I think everybody's looking for the 15 minutes.
100%.
And it's annoying because it's like, We can't have dinner. We can't have fucking dates. We can't even have, like, we can't even go out, like, without people, like,
recording or
recording.
whatever.
And it was just like, I don't know, man. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. Well, I don't know if it was a video that I watched, like a Abba and Preach video or something like that.
Okay.
But I think it's a real thing. I don't know if you heard of it. There's something called like Insta dating or whatever, or like instant dates, where it's literally the person like talks like on a dating app or whatever, or like through DMs, says a place to like meet up. They go. Oh yeah, I remember but it's just a little short clip that I saw, and the girl said that she went to the place. The man said he wasn't there yet, all right, so I guess she waited, and then she seen him pull up. He looked at her like in her car.
No.
She saw him, so she like expected, okay, he's gonna come over, or I'm gonna get out.
Up.
No, this guy got out his car and walked straight into like the restaurant where they were going, which was like I think it was like a coffee place or something. But so she was like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
So she's like, okay. So then she got up, and then when she went into the place, this man was already sat down. So then she was like, okay, so I'm gonna. And she even thought when she walked in, oh, maybe he'll get up or whatever. She looked at him again, and he looked at her, and then they just. She's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna order. I was like, what is going on? And then she ordered, and he stayed sitting down. She ordered her like coffee or whatever, and then she like felt like stupid about it because she's like, "What the hell? What? This man hasn't come up to me. He hasn't waved." Like I was like, "You could have went up to him too."
Ugly?
I have no idea. But then she said she took her coffee and she dipped, and she said like, "I guess the date's over." And then I think he said like, "Where'd you go?" And she's like, "Well,
no.
I came." He's like, "Well, this is like an instant date. Like you're just supposed to like see each other." Go to a place, but you don't actually I was like, how is this a thing?
Kill yourself. I don't care. Kill yourself. That's so stupid. I thought you were talking about instant match. Then we go on the date.
Yo, that's what I was confused too when she talked about like instant dating.
That's so stupid. Oh man, it's crazy, man.
Yo, how socially awkward do you have to make something to be like? That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yo, that's wild.
So that's already socially awkward.
So he knew she was there. He acknowledged it. But because it was an instant thing, shit.
I don't even know exactly how it works.
I hope to God this is, shit.
That's so dumb. Maybe it's a real thing. I don't know. It was wild.
Well, like, my bad. Dating now, I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm married, so I don't have to worry about it, but dating now scares the hell out of me.
I'll be honest.
It sounds crazy.
Fuck. How do you, the thing is, This is the problem, okay? There's like so many issues, but one of the issues is that people have too many choices, and because people like it's called the paradox of choice. When a person is like presented with so many options,
so many things,
you don't want to choose like person A because they feel like, oh shoot, maybe 2 years down the line or a week down the line, person B is going to be my ideal person. So instead, I'm not going to make a decision. I'm just going to talk to them both and have to see what happens.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, okay, you can go ahead and do that, but how genuine are your connections with the people? You know?
Yeah, because you're not like focusing on that one person and actually trying to get to know them. Which honestly, it makes sense because even when it comes to like kids, the reason why at least for my kids, they seem like they're always bored and they have so much. But I realize it's probably because they have so much.
Yeah.
That like they have so many choices, they don't know what to pick.
Yeah.
And I realize I need to slow down, at least for like the video games that they do. If I was to only get them actually 1 or 2 video games, they'd only have those choices to do. But I kept buying and buying and buying, so now they have like 15 games.
Yeah.
And then every time they see a new game, they're like, "Oh, I want that." I was like, "But you haven't even played any of these." Like, "Oh yeah, I don't like that one."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, well, it costs money, so learn to like it."
Because for us, it was like I'm pretty sure if we had a game, it's like we're playing the shit out of that game.
Yeah, because we don't got money to bet another one.
So we're like we're playing that game. Maybe we'll know 100% of it, but we're just doing everything to like enjoy the entire game. You know?
Yeah. So and even now, like I've said, I got used to doing that. Right? I kept buying myself games when I was like a teenager. So I would never actually finish games. So now I've been trying to actually finish games,
Okay.
but I still sometimes mess up and I'll buy like, oh, I'll see it on sale. So I'll get a game and I'll be like, oh, I'll play it after. And then the game that I'm playing, I'll be like, oh, I'm bored of it. So let me try this new game that I got. And then I switch to that and then I never end up going back to the other one. So it's like too many options.
Yeah, that's. Did you finish Monster Hunter Stories? 2?
No, but
Or
I'm
1?
getting far. I was actually able to, because I had my original file
Mm-hmm.
and I like kept it until I started while I was playing this one because I was
Uh-huh.
like, just in case something messes up and I do decide, I'll just continue from there because I want to restart and like get a refresher and everything.
Got you.
But now I actually got further than that file.
Oh shit.
Well, not like I'm not. I actually don't think I'm further yet, but I'm stronger than I was in my other file. So I was like, there's no point of having the other file because I'm already stronger now.
Sure.
But yeah, it's actually really good, and I'm definitely am gonna finish it this time. I think I'm. Well, I don't know how big the game is, but I'm like as far as I was in my other file.
I wonder how many hours. Like, is it
Oh, I
stand?
played mad hours already. Cause it's like regular Monster Hunter World in a way like where you can farm for materials over and over. So like you can be like in one area just farming. Like I got all the armors because now like the place that I'm at, there's a merchant where you can buy like all the armors that you can have. You can buy the layered version.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, sorry. 41 hours.
For the
I
main
saw,
story.
but look what he highlighted. He said 135 hours to obtain 100% complete.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait. Because Octopath Traveler took me about 150 hours
I think I'm
to
already
play
at like
finish the main story.
I think I'm already at like 60 or 80 hours in this game.
God
But it's because I stayed in like I do like crazy stuff. You know how like I always try
Yeah.
to make my stuff strong. So like I stayed in like the first area of the game for like 2 weeks
Jesus, why?
just to like get special like items to upgrade, well not upgrade, but to like strengthen my characters. Usually I did it just for my main character, but you can also do it for like your monsters.
Okay.
So the ones that I knew I was going to keep on my team, I put them up too. And it's like a rare item that like you can go in there, like you have to go walk through a dungeon and you have to
Okay.
find it in chests. But the chests only spawn like sporadically. And then even when they do spawn, it only gives you one of those items. And there's 3 of the items that you need.
Yeah.
And to max out your character, like for its strength, health, and defense, you need 10 of each of those items.
That's kind of wild. And
So,
they're random?
It's random. So
Ah,
like at one
shit.
point, I had like 10 defense for everybody. So I no longer need defense, and I kept getting defense items. I was like, stop, please, just yo. And I think I needed like 2 health.
Classic Monster Hunter.
Yeah, so that's what I was
Ah.
like. But now I've done that. So my like people are strong. So now I'm just like I said, I got all the armors. I bought all the armors
Okay.
so that now I can have the layered version, which
Oh,
is like
nice.
it's cosmetic. So
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can wear whatever armor you want, but you have to have forged it to be able to get the layered one. So I made
Oh,
sure
really?
to forge every single armor just so I can have the layered version.
Okay.
But I just like the starting armor. I just forged them and I never upgraded them because it's pointless to upgrade them. It's like rider armor, like iron armor. It's like literally basic armors just to have to start the game.
Okay.
But then you actually have like the monster armors, like the different monsters, like Diablos, all those kind of things.
Okay.
Like I have like the one I'm wearing right now, which I don't know if it's only specific to Monster Hunter Stories. Is what the frick is it called again?
Wrath of Wolves?
No, it's
How's it?
Ash Ketcha Wa or whatever shit it's called.
What is it?
It's like a it's like a monkey looking thing. I'm gonna look it up.
Rajang?
Nah, I know he's in this game though.
Oh, shit.
I have a Toby.
Oh, Toby
Kadachi.
Kadachi?
Yeah.
Yo, freaking Rajangs in the Monster Hunter world? Scary ass shit. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous to go back to Monster Hunter World.
It's this. You
See?
have this in that game?
No, what the fudge? Well, no,
It's an Ash Ketcha Watcha.
I've never seen that.
But no, yeah, they have mad stuff.
Okay, it's a monkey.
They have literally everything.
Um,
Bullfango, Bulldrum, Puke Puke, Jaggies,
yeah, okay. So you have like the small
Ludroth,
Ah, fuck the big jaw. Right?
Tetsukabra,
Yeah.
Azeroth,
Oh,
Yad Koot Koot.
T-Rex. I love that.
This guy's gangster. Yeah, I have him.
Gangster.
But he in this game he's a royal monster.
So really?
He's like he'll just be like sleeping somewhere, and you have to go fight him, and he's hard as shit.
Yeah.
But now I'm so strong I can one shot him.
They're great.
But yeah, even him,
Fuck
Monoblos, Palamu,
Hate those.
Basario,
Yeah.
Nargacuga.
Bro, I hate those monsters. Does it do poison damage?
The Nargacuga, I think, Rathian.
Rathian, those. I think that's the female.
I guess these are like, I
Yeah.
guess these are more
Those-
like
yeah.
stories one.
Because I've never seen those.
Zamtrios? I'm pretty sure you have that. No, the shark.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Tobi Kadachi.
Yeah. Kezu.
Kezu, the penis monster.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
It looks like a penis, though.
A Barith.
Yeah.
Anjanath. He's annoying. This, I wanted to fight him, but he's a royal monster and he destroyed me. A Gammoth, it's like a huge ass mammoth thing.
Never seen that.
Destroyed me.
Okay.
Legania. I think you've had that, right?
Yeah. That's from the world. Well, I don't know if it's from World, but I fought in World. And Monster Hunter, they got play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Diablos,
Diablos
Black Diablos. Mizasun or whatever.
Oh,
I
what's
think.
his name? Yeah. That one with the bubbles and shit.
Yeah. Brute Tigrex.
Yeah.
So I think they have a lot that's in world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like some of the monsters here are from right. Oh, that one's from World. Oh shoot!
Nergante.
Damn man.
Glavinus. I'm pretty sure I've heard you that. Basil Geese.
Yeah. I love those. I fought those so many times.
Yeah. Devil Joe.
Fucking
Zenogre.
Devil Joe. Oh my god, bro! Is that monster
Rathlos.
gives me freaking PTSD all the damn time.
Yeah. Thunderlord Zenogre.
Oh shit!
So they have Grimclaw Tigrex. They have crazy.
Yeah.
Dread
Kieran,
Queen.
I remember Kieran.
Yeah, Dread Queen Rathian. Teostra. Rajang. See?
Yeah, Kusha Diora.
Velcana.
That's the ice one, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, these are elder dragons.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Molten Tigrex. Golden Rathian.
Golden
Silver.
Rathian. Yeah,
And then the
two.
Palamutes. I actually want to get the Palamutes. All right.
Damn.
Forget that tangent on video games. So moving on. Oh, yeah, one thing I actually want to talk about. I heard on another podcast, like the people I saw, the Sergio Talks. We could shout out to them.
Okay.
They talked about. Jeez, my bad.
Yeah.
They talked about there's 3 stages of love.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty
stages.
interesting because they like described it, and honestly, I should look it up and read the actual description.
Okay.
Because when they read the descriptions, I was like, "Yo, that shit is actually real." It's called.
Okay, go ahead.
3 stages of love, I think. Psychology. Not. Which one is it? Is it actually
Is
the
it
3 levels of love?
Oh, levels.
Is it 3 levels? What the frig was it called? Bro?
Because I was like, is the
there's-
honeymoon phase the first one? Where
No. It's actually, or it's like the 3 types of loves. Oh yeah, I think that's what the 3 types of loves in your life that you'll experience.
Oh.
3 types of love.
Oh, I've only met crazy love. So
No, that's what they said. They said-
no, that's not true.
They said,
fucking not true. Ow.
frig. It's first love,
Okay.
intense love,
Uh-huh.
and unconditional. So they said your
Okay.
first one is your first love. Obviously, it's usually like super strong. You think that you'll be with this person forever.
Got you.
Like you never like knew what this feeling was, kind of thing. And what like when you break up, you think it's like the end of the world. You'll never meet anybody else.
Oh, jeez.
And then
Okay.
you get to your intense love, which is the person that you meet after you've had your first love,
Okay.
and you fall in love again. You realize, oh shit, I can love again. But then this intense love, which is this one that messed with me,
The intense
because the intense love, it says, is that's when you're both still like pretty new to like being in love and relationships.
Uh-huh.
You don't fully understand yourself. your partner also doesn't fully understand themselves. So that's where jealousy comes into that relationship. There's arguments about random like things because you're both growing together kind of thing. So that one kind of messed with me because you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then they said the unconditional love is once you've got past the phase of like intense love. I need to find this to actually get the actual.
So wait, all these three? Okay.
It's like how it goes.
Okay.
So like you have your first love.
Okay.
You think it's like the end of the world. This is the person you're gonna marry and this all that. And then that breaks. Like you finish that. You think it's over. You're never gonna feel love again. And then you feel love again, and then it's intense because you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm in love again. So it's real. That was just my first love. And then you completely forget about your first love because you realize now I love this person.
Okay.
And then so this one, like they said, the intense love is like usually where the most like kind of fights happen.
Yes.
There's jealousy. There's like you not sure about yourself. You're like all
Bringing
those things.
a
So
fucking
there's
trauma
it's
and
like you're
baggage
literally
from
like
other-
you're bringing baggage from your first love.
Yeah.
And all that. So you're just always like butting heads in a way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it usually like ends with like infidelity or like just something stupid ends it because you're both just in your emotions.
Yeah.
And then you like feel like it's broken, or like at that point is like the point where you're like, frig relationships. I'd rather just be single than have to do with this.
True.
I'm happy with myself.
True.
So that, and then it says unconditional love. Yeah, bro, yeah. And then they said unconditional love is one that you're not actually looking for. It's when you've grown up from your intense love. You realize you just want to focus on yourself. You just do your own thing. So say if you're like into sports, you're going to do sports, you're going to enjoy yourself. And during that time, when you're doing your own thing, you're going to meet somebody that's in the same circle as you. And you're just going to randomly fall in love. And you're just going to be like, whoa, what the hell is going on? You don't realize it. And you're like in a good place in your mind. They're in a good place in their mind. They're not worried about jealousy.
Yeah.
Because they've had their relationships. They're looking for something stable. And they said that's usually the one where like people will settle down. And it messed with me, bro, because...
Go ahead.
I don't even... I think it's possible to go from intense love to unconditional love with that same relationship. But you guys have to learn how to grow together. Because I think the intense love is like where you grow, and then either you'll separate and realize, okay, this is what I want in life, and then you'll go and do what you need and whatever, and then, like I said, you'll meet somebody else. Just while you're doing your thing, you're going to meet somebody that's either in the same kind of field as you, likes the same interests as you, and they're just there, and you start having conversations, and you realize, oh, we click. We're not looking for anything, but we just click, and then you start hanging out, and then that's how it develops.
Yeah.
So then there's no jealousy because she's not worried about you kind of thing. You're not worried about her. You guys just click together and you just enjoy each other's company. Whereas the intense one, it's like you guys are still trying to figure out, do I love this person or do we love each other? If you love me, you'll do this. Or if I love you, it's always like back and forth kind of thing because you still haven't grown or realized what exactly it is that you want for yourself, right? So it just messed with me because they said it's like, that's just like the steps that they think actually like everyone ends up going through at some point. It doesn't have to be in order, but like I don't think you'll ever have unconditional before you have your first, obviously.
True.
But you could potentially, I guess, go from your first love to unconditional. But like they said, I don't think you'll never start with your unconditional.
Yeah.
But I guess it's possible to have somebody like your first love, and if you guys are both in a good place, you can transition from first love to intense love to unconditional. But that's a goddamn.
So my thing is like the intense, because the thing, I don't want to make this a general
again. Well, yeah, while you're talking, I'm going to
because
try to look it up.
I don't know. Because the thing is, for me, it's the intense love is it's annoying because at first it feels good. If it's great because it's like, okay, this person is really interested in me. I'm really interested in them, and like we're really kicking it off and all that good stuff. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, it's like the curtain like drops and like or lifts, and after it's like, oh shit, I don't want you to do X, Y, Z. Why? Because like my ex or certain things
that's
happen.
like the intense one.
And I'm
where
just
you
like,
bring your baggage
bruh,
with you.
Yes.
But I actually found it now. It's called the 3 Loves Theory.
Okay.
So
Okay.
First love is this love feels like a fairy tale. It's that all-consuming puppy love, and that
Yeah.
one
Okay, like I said.
at the time you think will last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Often we experience this first love in high school, and usually it ends because the two people either grow apart
Mm-hmm.
or because of some trivial argument that the relationship simply isn't strong enough to withstand.
Sure.
This love is usually more surface level, with more importance placed on how the relationship might look to others. While it certainly feels like true love at the time, it's not usually that deep, raw love that you will experience later on. The heartbreak can feel immense initially, but you will usually recover from it quickly. So that's first love.
Okay. Definitely a high school thing.
Yeah. Then it says intense love. This is the second love, and it's usually the one that turns our world upside down.
Got you.
As we fall into intense love story, the relationship becomes a mirror into our soul. We see all of our insecurities, our needs, and our desires staring back at us.
Mm-hmm.
In this relationship, we may experience jealousy, fear, and self-doubt that we've never felt before.
Got you.
The relationship comes with massive highs and dramatic lows.
Mm-hmm.
We often try to mold the other half into our perfect partner,
Yeah.
and we try to mold ourselves to become theirs.
Yeah.
This is a love that feels like a roller coaster, and the one that can leave us feeling guarded, distraught,
Big time.
distrusting, and hurt.
Big time.
The heartbreak from this relationship can be indescribably painful, but it is also through this heartbreak that we will grow, change, and evolve while finding the inner strength and resilience we didn't know we had.
Big time. Okay.
So yeah. And then we have unconditional love.
Okay. Let's hear this.
It says, after we've recovered from our heartbreak of the intense love, and we've begun to heal and cultivate self-love, then comes unexpected love. So unconditional is unexpected love. That's why I said, like, you're not looking for it.
Got you.
You're working on yourself, and in the process, you find it. So it says, the one that comes from nowhere and feels just completely and utterly right. There's no games, and when you are with them, you simply feel like you are home.
Fuck
You
yes.
embrace all that they are and all their imperfections and all their nuances. You feel more yourself with them than you ever have before, and you constantly inspire each other to be the best versions of yourselves. When you face an obstacle or a challenge in the relationship, you work together to overcome it because you are both committed to your future.
Let's go.
This is the unconditional love that marks the beginning of forever, and you thank the universe every day for bringing them into your world.
Okay.
So what do you think about that, bro?
Well, yeah, definitely.
First love, obviously.
The first
Everyone
one.
has first love.
Remember, like in high school, people were dating and after,
Nigga,
like
my
they're
first
crying,
love?
they break up and after.
What happened with me? My first love
Yeah,
rocked
yeah.
my goddamn world.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was like end all be all.
Yeah.
And my stupid ass.
But you
And
know,
now looking back at it, it's like, bruh.
But you know the crazy thing for me, I think the first love, I never had like a puppy love kind of situation, and I'm explaining to you exactly why. Like even with all my exes and all that, it was mainly like how I explain it. It's mainly like I know that this thing is temporary only because I've seen other people in their first love stages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm not trying to do that. So the problem is that I did not allow myself to have that kind of stage, go through that stage, because I think these stages are important so that I can understand, hey, this is just, like, I can identify, oh, this is just puppy love right now, right?
Yeah.
But because me trying to avoid that, I did not really, back then, I didn't learn some lessons that I should have learned. And only you can say I got burned later on.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, you know me, I jumped right the frig in,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
I was deep up in there.
No, you were so deep, you're like, fuck you guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
And after I was like, yo, Nate, you good? I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
See you in 2 years.
Nah, yeah. So, nah, yeah. But then, the thing is, what's that? So would you say that you've had multiple intense loves then, you think?
Shit. Let me think about that. They have multiple intense loves. What's the first description of intense love again?
It's let me see.
They have multiple intense loves?
Yeah, the second love, it's usually the one that turns our world upside down. As we fall into intense love story, the relationship becomes a mirror into our soul. we see all of our insecurities, our needs, and our desires staring
Yeah,
back
yeah,
at us.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I already know one.
No, I'm okay. No. See, okay. That okay. Was that okay? It might have been intense for that one,
Yeah.
but not for me because the thing was the one before her was the intense love for me.
Oh, okay.
After and the thing was I was trying to.
I was about to say some shit that was about to get us in trouble.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
But like the thing was I tried to try to mold that person. So that's one big lesson I learned. It was like I tried to mold that person based on my insecurities.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you be trying to mold too many people.
No,
Well, like you said, you I feel like you like to try to fix people.
no. Okay, wait. There's like fix it, because when I'm talking about fixing, it's like this person has an issue. Because for me, it's like for my job and everything I do, I'm fucking autistic. I'm telling you right now.
So
because
not,
I'm like
not actually like relationship based. Like you just like trying to help people
it's
regardless.
Like,
in general.
Shit, I have if the person's like, oh, I'm $100 in debt. Okay, and I make $20 a week. Do you need to spend that $20 right now? No. Okay, so just save that money for 5 weeks and pay off.
Yeah.
But the person will be like, okay, but like I want to go out, or I want. Don't shut up. This is the solution. Just do the freaking thing, and that's it. That's all.
I'm gonna say that can bring us to another subject.
I'm robotic as fuck.
Yeah.
So the thing is, that's what I was trying to do with that person, and it just backfired, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But the one thing I realized after that situation, I just came to realizing, like, yo, bro, even like some interaction I had before, I just realized that with myself and the person is like, if you don't gel well with the person, don't try to mold them. Don't try like even if you see the potential in them in the relationship, you can if they want to change or not necessarily if they want to like do something with themselves, you can help them. But don't be that person to be like, okay, now you have to do this. Now you have to change that.
You can be there to support, but they
Be
have
the
to be
support,
willing. Yeah, they
but
have to be willing to do it.
And the thing is, it's like not only that, but like even people towards me, they're like, oh, but I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I want you to do that. But I'm like, wait. Months before, when we were just in the talking phase, you knew this is who I am. So why is it now that we're in a relationship? Oh, because we're in a relationship, you're trying to mold me into the person.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the intense love because it's their insecurities and they're pushing it on you. And that's what I was going to say too.
It's fucking draining as hell.
Yeah,
it's
that's
draining
what I was going to say.
hell.
What they said is what I think a lot of people don't realize is when that starts happening, I think that's when you're supposed to call it like, okay, this is not good for us.
Yeah.
We need to separate. It's going to suck. Like they said, it's going to be the worst pain in the world.
Yeah.
But then, because then after you get out of that, all those things that you were trying to push on that person is your own insecurities. And now you can take the time, like they said, self-love and work on yourself so that by the time you do meet that next person, you no longer have those insecurities because now you've taken the time to work on. But I feel like people try to fix the person in that relationship. It doesn't work. And then they stay there still trying to do it. But then now they haven't had any time to work on their self.
100%.
So their own insecurities are not going away.
Yeah.
They're just trying to push them on somebody else that it's not working. And that's one of the big things I think that we all struggle with is we all stay stuck in that loop.
Yes.
And then it just keeps going and going. And this is why freaking divorces happen. Because there's a lot of people that like got together when they were young, right? And you realize all those people that I think got together or let's say married like when they were super young and still together like 40 years later, at one point in their relationship, they were about to get broken up. They went through all kinds of hardships, but then they've learned to grow together. But it was a friggin' challenge. Whereas in like the way, at least that I'm understanding from this, is you're supposed to have that first love. Obviously that's ending. You're never gonna, if you do, like I said, then you have to go through all those stages with that person, which is difficult as hell. It is possible, but very difficult. So I think you have your first love, then you go to your intense love. That's the one where most people probably stay into it for the rest of their lives and don't realize until it's too later on. Or even like you find out that people get divorced in their like 40s and then they're like frig relationships, right? Because they're like, I've been in this shit for 20 years. and then out of nowhere they meet somebody that they just click with. That's unconditional love because they're not looking for anything. They just met somebody.
Yeah.
But I think people get stuck in that intense love.
They do.
And then they don't move on from it, and then they don't give themselves time to self-love themselves. I think that's one of the biggest things.
That's a big thing.
Is when people get into a relationship, then it's like a we thing, which yes, it is a we, but they're also individuals.
Yeah.
So you have your own thing, and they have their own thing. And if you stop doing your own thing and try to do everything together, it's not going to work out because at the end of the day, you're still an individual.
1,000%.
So if you don't do what you want to do individually and go your path, you're going to either resent the person, you're just going to be upset because you're not doing what you want because you're stopping either your dreams or whatever you're doing to make it work with this person.
And that creates.
But that's what creates the issues, and that's what people don't realize is if that's what's happening, then that's not the person.
That's not the person. Exactly.
Or you both have to like therapy or whatever. You both have to come to.
It's all good.
You both have to come to like an understanding that we both need to work on ourselves, and then this relationship will work.
100%.
Because if I'm working on myself and you're not doing anything, it's not going to work. If you're working on yourself and I'm not doing anything, it's not going to work. If we're both not working on each other, like ourselves, it's definitely not going to work.
100.
So that's what I think.
And
I think a lot of people are in intense love. I think there's only a small amount of people that actually get to that unconditional love.
the thing about the
It's
intense
like
love,
a leap of faith, I think, to go to the unconditional love, because you have to get out of something that you're so comfortable with.
Yeah.
Even though you hate it or even though you're upset, because you think, if I get out of this, what is there left for me? And then you do get out of it, you're destroyed, but then you there's nothing else for me to do but to work on myself.
Yeah.
I'm by myself anyway.
But the thing is, bro,
and then you work on yourself, and then you just fall into.
But the crazy thing is this: to go when you're talking about I left the intense stage, and now it's time for me to work on myself. The thing I hate, this is why I understand the self-love thing, and don't get me wrong, it's like when people are using toxic as a word, and I hate that word
Abusing
now
it.
because the people are abusing it. The thing about the whole self-love thing, it's like an ex of mine, she's just celebrated her 30th birthday or something. I think her 31st, and no, her 30th. And she wrote trying to improve myself, self-love situation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there's a limitation, there's a time limit, all that stuff, right? But then someone told me about talked to me about her. But didn't even know that I knew this girl, right? After I was like, you're still doing the same thing. When you're talking about, I need to go on my journey to self-love, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
on the real.
It's like
stop telling. For me, the one thing that I learned, stop talking, just do it. Don't tell me.
No, yeah.
Don't
that's what happens.
Just do it.
I think that's a problem with social media.
It's
because people I'm on my self-love journey, and then the next day,
we don't care.
Guys, I'm going here for my self-love.
Don't care.
Shut the fuck up and just do it. Because you're not gonna do it if you're just on the internet telling us about it. Go and do it, and then it will be there. But that's what everyone has to be on social media.
It's always
because self-love, it's like I said, like you said too. It's either overused. I don't know how to fully describe it. It's because I think people don't fully understand what self-love is.
Yeah.
I feel like they think self-love means doing everything that makes you happy, or getting yourself a manicure because that's what you want to do, or that's self-love.
Yeah.
Self-love, I mean, by self-love, at least my understanding, self-love is when you were 15, did you have a dream of what you wanted to be when you were older? Did you put that aside?
Did you
think
just
about
say,
that
no?
again?
Exactly.
You love soccer? Go and play soccer once a week, every day. And then you're just going to enjoy that. And then what's a goal that you want to do? Find that goal and go reach that goal. Do whatever it takes to get to that goal. That's what I mean. Self-love doesn't mean, I want to go to the movies every week, or I want to go on vacation. Yes, that is part of it.
That's pampering yourself, taking care of yourself.
Which is okay. But self-love is growing, understanding yourself, understanding your mental state. Why did I think of this in my old relationships? Why was I like this? Why did this upset me? It's growing. That's what self-love is.
Exactly. Deep diving on
learning
those
to love
things.
yourself.
Like one of the books I was reading, I know like some people don't really like Jordan Peterson, and I can't understand it. But one thing that he said, like when I was going through a bad breakup like years ago, one thing I was watching one of his videos, and he was just like, "Look, sit down and try to think about what exactly were the things that you did that led to that partook in the destruction of your relationship. You write it down, you look at it, and these are ugly things. And when you're writing it down, you really need to look deep and be like, okay, I was insecure. Why was I insecure? Because I felt like I wasn't, I don't know, man enough, or I felt like I wasn't providing enough, or I felt like I was just, I was overweight, or I was ugly, or this and that. Okay, you label these things, you figure out what exactly the ugly is about your side, and after you try to figure out what exactly are the right steps in order to remedy it. This is why I think it's like self-love, because when you're confronted, like let's say you were facing these issues when you're 15 years old, but now you're 25 and the situation happens again, you have a totally different mindset and a different way of a different way of dealing with the issue. And after it's not taking a hold of you for like half a year when you're in your room crying because of that situation. It's like you grew up and you realized, okay, when I was younger, this shit happened to me and it freaked me up. But when I got older, the similar thing happened to me, but it didn't really fuck me up. Instead, I knew the proper steps in order to get away from it and just become a better person.
Yeah, well,
no one does that.
No, yeah, I was
people
gonna
are
say,
like,
people,
let me go on my vacation. That's not self-love, man.
That's the thing. That's self-love, but that's also putting a Band-Aid on it or like just ignoring it. Because you going on vacation, yes, you're pampering yourself. Mm-hmm. But if, say, like you said, like you had an issue when you're 15 and you didn't resolve it, going on vacation is not fixing it. Going on vacation is getting it off your mind. But then when you come back home, guess where that problem is?
Right there.
waiting
Hello,
for you.
Hi,
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I like your tan.
Yeah.
You look nice. Damn. But let's get to business
sit down in the corner, cry.
Let's do this thing.
You know? So
I was going to say, because there's a bunch of people in our lives.
Stop talking about it. Just do it.
Things happened a decade ago, and I'm over it. I'm good. But no, the fact that we're still talking about it, and when we do talk about it, you get upset or you feel a type of way, means you're not over it.
Yeah,
because if it happened a decade
ago,
what the
hell happened?
If it happened a decade ago, you should be able to laugh about it now or just talk about it like, I remember when that messed me up, but I'm good now.
We're good now.
It's been 10 years. But if every time we talk about it or you bring it up, you feel some type of way, it's because you haven't actually dealt with it.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of issues.
I remember, like, just a couple days ago, I called my brother out, but I love you. Just don't get me wrong. I'm going to call him out on this one small thing. So, remember that video I sent to our group of the African father being like, wherever you are, stay there. You know? Okay, so I sent it to my sister because that happened to my sister when she went out for too long. And dad called and said, yo, stay where you are. Don't come back. Okay, I send it. My sister is laughing. My brother is like, I'm so sorry it happened to you. It's really freaked up. It's not really funny. Our sister is laughing about it. Yeah,
which means she's learned to move on.
And she literally said, I learned how to move on. I learned how to, and it's okay.
That's another thing.
Don't be my savior.
That's what I was going to say. Another issue, I think, is some people either have learned to move on from it or just have moved on to it. Even if, say, they didn't fully deal with it, they've grown like past it, that it no longer bothers them. Yeah. But then I feel like there's people in their lives that either know their backstory or what, and will try to, like, I don't know why people do that shit.
What?
Like, try to bring shit back up. Like, say, for example, I'm talking about something that happened to me like 10 years ago, for example, and I'm good. I'm laughing. Oh, yo, remember when that shit happened? And then somebody comes up, like one of our friends, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm really sorry, bro. That really sucked. Yeah. Because then I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, it did really suck. Yeah. And then I'm going to start thinking. Then I'm going to start overthinking. Yeah. And then the thing that wasn't bothering me, now like a week later, I'll be like, oh, yo, remember when we were having that conversation? And this person said that? I was thinking about it again. And then now you're going back. Yeah. So that I think it doesn't help certain people around you too bring things up or like stir things up. That trigger are my favorite word. Yeah. Trigger you.
Trigger.
That gets abused like crazy too.
I don't want to call people. Okay, I'm not going to say the person, but I was talking to the person after the person said something, and after I was like, oh, that's so annoying. After they said something else, but then the same realm of the conversation, I was like, oh, that's annoying. And they're like, am I triggering you? No, you're not triggering me. So why do you keep on saying it's annoying? It's just annoying. So, but did it like happen to you when you were younger?
Now you triggered me.
Okay, I'm okay. We're not like nothing happened to me. Are you sure? Because right now you're getting angry. I'm getting annoyed because you're really You're talking as if
it's like you're trying to bring
I'm
it
trying
up.
to like there's some trauma I locked up. No, well the thing is you're raising your voice. Okay, fuck this. And now I'm pissed off, and you're like, "Well, you go mad at? Why you mad at me? Why you mad?" I'm getting mad because look, bro, I just said it's okay. We moved on. Let it go, but I feel like you're being. Don't feel. Listen to what the freak I'm telling you. I said I'm good. Let's move on.
Oh, I was gonna say I won't fully give details.
Therapy. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna like shame people.
Right.
But a specific situation that happened like in my like circle.
Okay.
This person tells the other person, "Oh, well, this is what that person said," and immediately I was like, "Forget what you think that person said, and listen to me. This is what happened."
Mm-hmm.
And then what's annoying is that happened. That person said, "This is what happened for real." So regardless, if you misunderstood or whatever, I apologize, but this is what happened.
This is what happened?
Weeks go by and we're still like, no, but this is what that person said. Yo.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Just listen.
Erase everything.
Yeah. Stop thinking.
And just listen.
Stop thinking.
Bro.
And just listen to what I said.
That's
this happened
triggering.
like this, and this.
Yeah.
So stop thinking of this person said this.
It's
this
done.
happened like
Ooh,
this, and this.
It's gone. Yes.
So now this is what happened. So get it out of your mind of this is what might have happened.
This is what
happened.
This is what it is. Stop thinking about before. Oh, shit, bro. Yeah.
This is why you're
my
upset.
God.
Because you're choosing.
Yeah.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're choosing to keep what you think happened in your mind. And of course it's going to piss you off.
But why are you getting so mad about it? Why? Because it's like you're not listening to what
Like if I tell you, like, try to give an example. Like if I said, oh yeah, like you went out somewhere, say for example, right?
Okay.
And then I go, like I come to your house to come see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, or they tell me, oh, your TT's not home. I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or like he went out with like a friend.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And then I like message you later on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, are you home now? And you're like, yeah, I went out with, or like I just went out to go get some coffee.
Okay.
Or thing like that with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, well, your father made it seem like you were like going like to the movies and then that you didn't actually want to hang out with me. Like, and then you're going to stop me and say, no, I just went to go get a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I say, oh yeah, well, your dad made it seem like this. You're going to say, okay, well, that's cool what my dad made it seem like, but this is what happened. And then that's what I mean. This is what happens in that thing.
Yeah.
Is the person keeps saying, oh yeah, but this person made it seem like this.
Yeah.
Forget what this person made it seem like and listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Yeah. And
That angers me. Because that's called trauma.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Because
you're choosing to just not listen to what I'm saying to you. And you're choosing to go with this thing that's pissing you off. Because at least for me, I feel like you want to be upset. Because maybe it's going to give you attention or this person's going to continue talking to you. Mm-hmm. Yo, this is what happened. So like same thing with like for me, if I'm late, I'm not stressing. Because if I'm late, I'm going to be late already. So why am I going to sit there? Oh my God, I'm going to be late. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my God, I'm going to be late. I'm already late. So why am I stressed? When I get there, whatever happens is going to happen because I'm already late. So me sitting there stressing about it is not going to do anything but upset me.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. Well, I think they even said people that are late are like more happy. I don't know how real that is. It's because people that are late are more happy because I guess they don't necessarily care about being late.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what the word is, like what the wording was. But they said because like people that don't stress about being late are more happy is because people that do stress about being late is the whole time that you're there, you're just panicking. You're this. What if this happens? Oh, what if that happens? And I'm sitting there, well, about to be 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
I wonder what's gonna happen when I get there.
For me, honestly, I never truly stress about being late. Only because now I just tell the people, expect like a 15 minute like late tolerance,
Yeah.
right?
It depends. Well, yeah, it depends on the like circumstances. Also.
Obviously, like okay,
But I
like
just
if,
mean,
if
like,
it's like a wedding or it's like a
yeah,
recital or
that'd be
something like
freaked
that.
up. Imagine.
Of course, like that would be annoying. But like, let's say we're trying to meet up in order to get some brunch and all that, right?
Yeah.
You have no plans afterwards. I have no plans afterwards. Don't get me wrong. I still want to respect your time, but I'll just give you a heads up. I'm probably going to be late, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to stress about it.
Perfect
I'm
example
not thinking
today.
about it.
I was like an hour late for
Shit.
recording, right? We were
Okay.
supposed to meet up at 5, and I got here at 6.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't stressed about it.
No.
I was completely fine. I knew. I was wondering. I was like, oh, he's probably gonna message me at some point. But I was like, I'm just gonna let him know that I'm running late.
It's only when I was I think my video finished on YouTube. I was like, shit, what time is it? And I'm looking, I was like, oh shit, okay. So I was like, what
Yeah, that was me because you were occupied yourself too, right? So you weren't thinking about it. If you were sitting at your door, like at the window, just looking at me,
like a
like
fucking
looking at
kid waiting
when's
for
he
Christmas. Waiting for his dad to come
like
home
this?
for Christmas. Come home, honey. You have to go to his bed, but Dad's not home yet.
Yeah. Freaking fogging up the window because you're breathing on the window.
Oh fuck, man. But yeah, man. There's just so many things, like, especially with the self-love thing. That's all. The only thing, and also, how you were talking about. One thing I wanted to go back about the relationships, right? Because the intense love, I would call it the intense because it's the only love. Maybe it is, but I would say it's like the intense relationships that you develop with people. The problem is that the good. Okay, so I don't know if it's the same thing because I don't know if it's related to like me and a crazy person. No, because not everyone is crazy who's in the intense love, right?
No. Honestly, I think that intense love is literally like the stage that most people are because everyone has a first love. Some people keep that first love.
Yeah.
So then the relationship can go from first love to like an intense love, then to unconditional. Like there's stages like that.
True.
But I think everyone pretty much has intense love relationships.
Okay.
And only some people get to the unconditional love because
True.
they're willing to get out of that intense love that either is not good for them or good for the other person.
True.
And then work on themselves and then find that other person.
Okay.
So I think
that makes
like
sense. Okay.
yes, it's like it has like the 3 like stages or whatever. But I think most people have intense love relationships. Like that's the general like relationship I find, and only some people reach that other point. And then everyone, obviously, like I said, everyone has a first love.
Yeah.
Because you realize, oh, okay, this is love. I actually love this person. And then, like I said, when you break up with that first person that you ever fell in love with, you're like, I'm never gonna find anybody else. Like,
So
you're done.
Yo,
Bro,
you know,
me.
yo,
I actually
yeah.
felt that way when it first happened. I was like, yo, I think we were talking about. I was like, I'm like cool with their parents. Like, I'm all this. Like, what if I'm not cool with the next person's parents? Like, I was tripping balls over stuff that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's
Because
so
that's
true.
what I mean. You're so like it's like your first love. Like they said, it's like the honeymoon phase. Like it's so crazy. But like they said, it's more like surface level, which I realized. I thought back about it after they said that. What did I do in that whole relationship, bro?
What?
Argued.
Yeah.
Yeah. Argued and
Yeah.
oh really?
It's
It was
so
just
true.
that back and forth, back and forth.
I can't. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Nah.
Like we didn't. I wouldn't say we had because we were also young too, right? It's not like we had any crazy deep conversations.
That's
Not
true.
like
What
we
the fuck
talked
we were
about. Like
talking
it was
about?
just like we were just having a good time.
Yeah. And pretty much that's how it is.
Yeah. So I think everyone does experience that, obviously, because that's other than like the love you have for your parents and stuff. That's the first time you actually love another human being like that, and then that you most of the time ends. Unless, like you said, you live in a small ass town in freaking Alabama and you never leave that town. And Sally Mae is the same girl that you've known since you were 5 years old.
Yeah, and it's always like that. It's always like that. I don't know, man. Ah, damn, the relationships are fucked.
I was gonna say, the other thing I did want, because we like touched on it a little bit in that whole conversation, because we went off on that conversation.
Yes.
Is financial literacy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bro, People need to learn that, myself included.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever fully learned it, and this is why hopefully one day this podcast takes off. Because, bro, a man is struggling.
It's hard.
And then nowadays, too, with the price of things and the way shit goes.
Yeah.
And me, like, even like a small little story, I won't give too much detail, but obviously I work construction. So we have like times off, right, in the summer and the winter. And so in that time, I have to go on like IE.
Okay.
And bro, it pisses me off every year. I need to find a solution for this because it, like, when you start up a claim, it lasts 1 year, like 52 weeks from the time you started it.
Okay.
So say, for example, I opened it like right now, it's going to end like of December of this year because it's going to be the full year.
Okay.
But then my Christmas vacation in December is going to like start right when this claim ends. So I can't actually claim for those 2 weeks on this claim. I have to make a new claim.
Jeez.
But because it only ends at the end of the month and my vacation is like in between the end of the month and the new year, if I make a new claim, they have to close the other claim. But if I still have weeks available, it's a whole fucking thing.
Damn,
if there's still weeks available, they're going to be like, are you sure you want to close the claim if you still have weeks available? I was like, yeah, because I don't need it. Or pay me with those then. I don't know what you want me to do. But they don't fully explain that. So then, happened to me this year, I went almost a month without pay. Because I go to claim it and it's taking forever. I was like, why is it taking so long? Because last time I applied, they approved it in like a day. And now 2 weeks go by and still nothing. It's just saying under review. So then I finally call and they tell me, oh yeah, it's because your old claim finished then. So we had to close that one before we could start the new one. But we had to wait until the day that it actually ends to be able to close it. And then we started your new claim. And then because it's a new claim, there's a 1 week waiting period. I was like, yo, but a man needs to eat, bro.
Yeah.
Can we figure something out that's more so I even asked him, I was like, what is the best way I can go about this? Because I need to make sure that this doesn't happen every year.
Yeah.
And pretty much what they said now is what I can do is at the beginning of December, I can call them right away and tell them that I'll need to make a claim for these 2 weeks. And then they can get it started then, knowing that, and then they'll just terminate the one that I have.
Okay.
I was like, nobody could explain this shit when I first do it. This is important as information.
Exactly.
Same thing with
financial literacy. 100%.
You can't just tell people, oh, learn financial literacy. You need to teach how exactly you do that.
Because people get burnt too many fucking times.
Yes.
And
like myself too. When I was younger, you get your first job, right? You feel fresh. You get your first paycheck, you're like, okay.
You feel like a baller. You feel like,
let's
let's go.
Let's get some jeans.
You buy the expensive burgers. You buy, what's the dollar bread? Give me the $5 bread.
Yo, guys, you want to go out for lunch? I got everybody.
I got
with your $150 paycheck.
Yeah, you're like, shit. And I feel like, okay, well,
you get
and then
there,
you do the mental math.
Yeah, you can get whatever you want. You get they click, 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 and you see 75. You're like, oh well.
Shit.
Anybody else? You want to pay for your own?
You said that you gonna pay for me, bro. What the hell was going on? And like,
nah, yeah.
And like,
that's why one thing I never did, which I realized you actually did. I think you learned from your dad, is when you got your paychecks, you put money aside.
Yeah.
And kept money you had say $100 for spending for yourself. And
yeah.
The rest you saved, right?
This Negro fuck not learns.
Bro,
this guy.
Yeah.
It's like I will beat you. You'll be homeless. Or you do what I do.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing he did. Yeah.
I saw my $250 paycheck. I was like, cool. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna get another one of these. That means I got 2 weeks to have fun, and then by the next 2 weeks, I would have $0 until my next paycheck.
Yeah.
And now, still to this day, I'm still living that same kind of story.
But but it's just the fact that you have a bigger family.
Yeah, huge family, crazy expenses.
So expenses and all that. But now you're wiser, so hopefully this shit pops off and stuff. We can make some choices to relieve ourselves, and also
I say, guys, help us out. You hear that? That's a cry for help. Let this take flight.
Reasonable strugglers, okay? We're
reasonable strugglers. Now I swear we'll cause trouble.
I will for sure. But yeah, man, that's one thing for sure. I understand. See, the thing is, I understand why parents will be look at it when the kid gets $50 to $100. in the gift as a gift, like for their birthday or Christmas. And the parents said, "Oh, I'll take that and we'll save it for later." I feel like you can do that, but I do feel like you should tell your child and explain it to your child.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like so for my dad, it was like, don't ever get a credit card. Why not? Just don't get it.
No, yeah, which was not good.
But
Yes,
I'm
it
like-
was good, but it was also because now, as an adult, you have no credit.
You have no credit, and you're like, hey,
could use
I'm
that
gonna need
shit.
some credit. How about instead of saying don't get a credit card, you explain the pros and cons and what exactly you should do if you spend your your credit card, how you can pay that credit with the money you have in your bank.
Yeah.
In order to but. Again, maybe my dad was not like my dad
maybe
knew
he
some
didn't.
things,
Yeah, maybe
but
he
didn't
didn't
know
know
those
right,
scientific
so he was
techniques.
just
So
learning what. But I was gonna say, I think the best like advice that I heard for a credit card is when you do get it, only use your credit card if you actually have the money in your account.
yeah,
Because then that way you'll build credit by using your credit card, and then you can put it right back on your credit card. Or what supposedly I think it's even better actually to do, which this one scares me because I feel like you're gonna go overboard. Because I think they said the best thing to do is because paying it off right away is not always the best supposedly.
Oh, okay.
It's better to actually leave credit on there to like show that you actually used it and pay it off every month, rather than pay it off every single time. Like, so for example, like if you go to the store and be like, oh, this is $20 ice cream. I have the money in my account, but let me use my credit card to make credit and then go right away and pay it. I don't think it's good. I think it's better to pay that, say that I have the $20, maybe put it in your savings, and then at the end of the month, pay your credit card bill off in full. Because I think it's better to pay it off in full, like at the end of the month, like when the bill comes. If you pay it off every single month in full, they're gonna be like, oh shit, okay, this person's on top of their stuff. Every month they pay it in full, regardless of if it's $20, $100, $150. So I think that's what shows good credit. If every time you use it, you pay it off, yes, it looks good, but it just like, then it's not as good, I think.
There you go. Just teach people techniques and all that, and also like create like you said, what's that, tax-free savings account, and just be like, okay, every paycheck, I'm just gonna put $100 or $200, wherever it is. And
Because supposedly tax-free savings everyone's saying it's way better than RRSP, because RRSP destroys you.
It does,
the way it taxes you, like penalties you get for like if you need the money. I think even at retirement, you still get screwed. You still get crazy taxed, even though you're eligible to take it out. You're still taxed on what you take out, and like it's crazy. So it's better to actually put into a TFSA than to actually go into RRSP.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing with my thing.
So I need to freaking get on it. Like I said, my first part of that journey was getting a new job that had better pay. So I'm on that already.
You're on that.
I'm 1 year in, and that's looking up. But like I said, the podcast won't hurt.
Yeah.
Hook a brother up with some.
You hear this,
with some
people?
views, people.
Okay. Unless
Listen
you want
to
some
us.
trouble.
I
Shit.
was gonna say, let us know too if you want to see video. We can do video. We're gonna start with audio. See how that goes. But even like when we're doing our little freaking animated thing, looking out the window, for all the people just listening, we was putting our hands on our cheeks and looking like a sad little kid.
You know those
looking
kids
out
in
the
like
window.
those 90s like classic Christmas Hallmark movies was like, come Timmy, it's time to go to bed. But Dad's not home.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck that shit. Come here, Timmy. You fucking beat the shit out of you, stupid bitch. I pay the bills. I'm like, shit. Oh no, but yo, I think I've been we're past the hour mark, but I think we've been what's it called? Pretty good. I haven't said anything crazy.
Tangents. At least, we haven't caused trouble yet.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say we censored ourselves because some of the stories, if we would have went into detail, we would have been one and done.
100%.
This would have been podcast episode 1.
DMs.
Would have been
I can't believe you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Oh well, is that how you really feel?
Oh, I already like.
Oh, well, I already
if we actually when we do post this, we about to have something.
We're gonna be like, yo, so is that how it
Oh, that's how it is,
me?
people.
But listen to me right now. If you know me and you know our relationship, or you know Nathan and I, and you know like our individual relationships with you, and you still feel like whatever message that we said is relayed to you, and it's not about you,
go get help.
It's a you problem, okay? We're not talking about you, but if you make you feel like it's you, then hey, that tells about that talks about you more than us.
Well, yeah, I was
okay?
gonna say one thing you can do if that's how you feel. You can rewind the episode and go back to that part where we talking about self-love,
Yes.
and you can work on
And
yourself.
just be like, yo, let me write the
what I'm
pen.
saying?
Yeah. So, shit. Is
Let
there
me make
anything
a-
else?
No, I think we're pretty good.
I think
we
good
we
for-
weren't too bad. We
Nah,
went on
I
some tangent. We
promise
went on
you.
a video
I
game
promise you I
tangent.
was gonna talk-
Anybody
yeah.
on there that's gonna be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck they talk about
Well,
video
yo,
games?
if you guys like
Let's
freaking
go.
Monster Hunter, I love Monster
Yeah.
Hunter. Over 900 hours, 920. I'm a fucking fiend. Okay?
Nah, yeah. We play video
Fiend.
games, so
So just,
we
you
can
want to
talk
talk
about it a little
games?
bit. We just don't. We're not gonna make it into a video game podcast because
Yeah.
then I don't know that much about video games, and people are gonna be like, well,
Sure. Look, listen. We like Final Fantasy, some Souls games.
I hate Souls games, guys.
This-
Don't let
Yeah, but
anybody tell you
freaking-
different.
You play Liza P twice.
I haven't played it since.
Well, yeah, but you beat it twice.
I'm at the final boss, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, but still,
Unless you want to come over and beat him, because he pissed me off.
the game is amazing.
I'm
But-
surprised. I don't know how I beat it. Look at us talking about video. I don't know how I destroyed Simon again, but I can't beat the nameless puppet.
Yeah, but
I slapped Simon up like he was nothing.
you beat him first time, huh?
First time,
Yeah.
not even struggled.
Nah,
So obviously I'm strong, but the nameless puppet is just not fair.
I actually was looking on Reddit. People just quit. People really don't like
Bro,
the name of Puppet.
he's wild.
He is.
Even when you were playing, I don't understand. I was like, yo, how you not getting hurt?
Yo, I don't know. I love the game, and I think that's the only Souls game I actually really truly love, and will play.
Honestly, like I
Again?
said, it was enjoyable, like the story and like the fact that it was more linear.
Yeah.
Because freaking
Elden
Elden
Ring?
Ring pissed me off.
How many months?
Pissed
Okay, it took
me
me a
off.
month, maybe 2 months to beat it. A month to 2 months.
It took me a long ass time, and I watched a guide. I literally, guys, I followed a person on YouTube to the T. When I'll literally walk 50 steps in my game, pause, go to his screen, play the video, see exactly where he walked, check the angle that he took, look at the path he took.
Mm-hmm.
I was copying this man. I still had to do everything, so it was still hard as hell to me. But I got every weapon that I could. I got every upgrade I could try to do.
Shit.
That game was annoying.
One last thing. One last segment. So, what games are you playing right now? And what games are you looking forward to? Either July.
Yo, looking
June,
forward to? Honestly, I don't know
January.
anything. Right now, I went back to old school. I'm playing the Monster Hunter stories.
Okay.
I even went back and went even further. And you
Age
probably
of
you want to
Empires?
slap the shit out of me.
Which one?
I went to
Not
Animal
Final Fantasy
Crossing.
10? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was like, I pray to God.
But honestly,
either your wife or your
I just
children
exploit
will
it. I just exploit the game.
But what's
It's just fun to exploit it. To know that, yo, I'm going to make this money.
Is it okay? Is it a village? Is it a village simulator?
Pretty much, kind of. Well, yeah, it's like you're on an island. You're on a deserted island, and you have to start, you start out with a tent, and then you upgrade it. You get like a house. You have to pay money to.
What's
get
it
a
called
house.
again?
Animal Crossing.
Oh, what animal?
New Horizons.
Oh God, Jesus.
Everyone here like, woo!
Pretty
Or
good.
other people,
No, it was,
punk ass.
I don't know. For me, next month, next month is going to be
Is there
crazy.
any actual games coming out?
Final Fantasy Rebirth. That shit has two.
That's 7, right?
It has two. Yeah, 7 Rebirth. That has 2 CDs, which is crazy.
Oh,
Crazy. I was like, yo, you're bringing back the classic, and
I'm
also
getting digital, bro. I'm getting digital.
that's what I don't know.
It's 2 CDs.
I think I was going crazy because I have the digital version and I have the physical version. I always need to have physical.
Nice.
I was actually thinking about getting the physical version of Liza P, but I was like, no, time's tough. I'll wait until
Nah,
the
yeah, I'm
getting
good.
$10.
So I guess we'll sign this out because people are like, oh, they really gonna go on a video game tangent. So
Yeah.
no,
Well,
we're
guys,
gonna
if you
shut it
like
up,
games,
so-
let me know, man. Monster Hunter. Let me know if you're a Monster
Oh
Hunter
yeah,
fan.
dog, go
Shit.
play with him. He's addicted to it. It's crazy.
I'm going to play it right after this.
You playing Rise, right?
Yeah, Rise.
Yeah, Rise. You gave up on World, or
I gave up on World. It was too slow for me. And people
Rise?
were like, oh
Honestly,
my God.
Rise. I would say Rise is definitely better than World. 100%.
People are
Yeah, people will go lose
because
their mind.
I don't know. For me, World it's good. It's just that it's super fucking slow.
But didn't they actually put Rise on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PlayStation.
I was gonna say
PC,
most people
and
probably be
Xbox?
like, "Yo, how do you hate World? It's on PS5. The Rise is on Switch." But now it went on to that. The game is so good that they didn't put World on Switch, but they took Rise from Switch and put it on PlayStation. That's how good the game is. So what are you talking about, bro?
Yo. All right, people.
All right, guys. So
you gonna give us a closer?
Yeah, troublemakers we be, but
Yeah.
reasonable. You'll see. Peace.
Take care.